Well, if you're gonna give me coronavirus, you might as well give me Lyme's disease, because you can't have a corona without a Lyme. Come on with me.
What the fuck?
Nothing?
No, man.
Nothing?
That was totally staged.
No shit. You didn't see the fucking video that I shared the other day? That fucking super hillbilly TikTok video?
No, I don't watch
Holy
TikTok.
shit.
I actually yell at my kid for looking at TikTok.
You're a fucking
Fill your
TikTok.
time with something else.
Either way, that shit was fucking hilarious.
Was it?
This is a super hillbilly fucking fat dude that says that verbatim exactly what I just said, but his fucking big fat face makes it so much funnier. And we were just talking about that at practice, so I thought it was appropriate. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Dipping Milk in Cookies, reporting, broadcasting live, raw deal from Studio DMC. I am Garrett, the Cookie Commander Smith. With me, as always, Mike, Master Milker Segovia. Let's spill some fucking milk. Let's dip some cookies, huh? What do you say, bud?
Yeah, all right, let's do it, man.
Yeah. This week, I mean, honestly, guys, we'll probably keep this one fairly short. Me and Mike are both fucking exhausted right now. It's a little after 11 Thursday night, but still very important to the both of us to get together to do the podcast. So we're gonna pound something out here for you. Not really too well prepared, but that's okay. We'll have some announcements for next week's episode at the end of this episode. So let's get her going, bud. How's your week?
Yeah, I had get my truck fixed, so that was tight.
Yeah, that's right. So what happened to it again?
So back in December when my starter got fixed,
Yeah.
he said that my axle needed to get replaced.
That's right.
And so it was all right. I mean, I was able to drive for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So then on Sunday when there was that snowstorm and I'm driving around in it, all of a sudden I could hear it start clicking when I was turning. I'm like, tight, it's going to fucking break.
It's gonna go, yeah.
So I made it through Sunday at work, and then Monday I called right away, and he was just like, yeah, bring it in. So went in there on Tuesday. The axle needed to get fixed, but he was just like, the shitty thing is I got to take off, the rotors and the pads, and you already needed to get those replaced anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like,
I'm here, so
yeah, it's like,
might as well
don't
just
want to
do
do it again in a couple weeks, because it's going to fuck up the pads and shit.
It's like doubling back.
Yeah, so he was just like, let's just get it done. I was like, all right. So now I have a brand new front axle and
New brakes.
yeah, pads and rotors.
That's good though.
Yeah, it was $674, but like he got it done like right away for me.
Quick.
Yeah, he's
That's
super
all right.
awesome. It's a R&R auto service over on like 56 in Beloit.
All right, R&R. Everybody gets one. First one's free.
Yeah, dude, it's super awesome. He's really great.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah, if you're going to pay, top dollar like that,
Yeah.
I'd expect it to be done in a timely manner, so.
Yeah, and of course Jenny's brakes are going too. They're grinding now.
Of course.
Sunday night or Monday night we're gonna drop
Take
off
that
her
thing,
car
yeah.
there.
Yeah. Saturday, like her birthday's on Saturday. My girlfriend Emily's birthday is on Saturday, everybody. She's going to be at work, but the guy that got me the job at Quad Cam, he for the referral bonus that he got, like the original plan was he was going to take us out to like a steak dinner, but then I realized that my left front strut is fucking shot now too, because I got everything else repaired and it put stress on that fucking piece of shit and then it broke. So I was just like, I'll make you a deal, man. Fuck the dinner, get that part, and put that shit on my car, and we'll call it Accord. We'll call it Square. Do we have an Accord? And he was like, yeah, I'll fuck with that. And yeah, he was talking to me today about it. So maybe on Saturday, I might be replacing a fucking strut. God damn it.
I know, but what makes me feel better about the whole situation? Because I just had to do $500 for my starter 2 months ago,
Mm-hmm.
and then it came undone, and then I had to pay for the tow, but he fixed it for free.
Yeah.
And then now just that axle and the rotors and the pads,
Mm-hmm.
and then next is the exhaust,
Mm-hmm.
and then
I gotta get that fucking windshield fixed. But
yeah, that will be after that too. Yeah, it's gonna be like $350 for a windshield from what I've seen, like through SafeLight. But I mean, if you can get something cheaper,
Yeah, I mean, at that point, you might as well just pay for it.
yeah,
You get what you pay for sure.
yeah. And then after that, it's pretty much just like little cosmetic stuff, like the rear wiper, and then both the fucking washer fluid sprayers are shit.
Well, I mean, it sounds like the week started rough. Nobody likes having to deal with going to the fucking garage all the goddamn time.
Yeah. No.
However, now you got some crispy ass fucking new brakes, got that new axle. I'm sure it drives a lot better, feels better.
Yeah.
Makes you feel a little bit more confident.
Yeah.
So all's well that ends well.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. That's good. Anything else? What else you got? Anything coming? Riveting stories out of Segovia shit corner?
Dude, just every day, man. Every day there's something new. You know, it's just because he'll be in his bouncer, and then
That's what it does.
Yeah, I know.
He's just fucking bouncing it around.
But like he sometimes will start getting pissy when he feels it, like crawling up his back. But like lately, he just hasn't been saying shit because he's been really into watching Moana now. So he'll sit there and watch Moana, and then when they start singing, he starts jumping and bouncing, and then he'll get all smeared up all over the fucking place. And
What did you say it does? It walks up his back.
yeah, dude, just walks up the back.
That's
Little
the worst.
shit trail.
That is the worst.
It is
fucking
because-
analogy you could possibly use. Just walks, just the visualizing shit walking up a baby's back, and it's just that's terrifying.
Every week, there's always one shit that he has where it's just like you just have to get in the tub straight
You
up.
ready, Daddy? Let's do it. It's shit time.
Yeah, just go straight right to the tub.
Shit to shower, man. Yeah, that shit starts young, evidently. That's funny. Well, that's good. It sounds like it's been a productive week. Which
Yeah,
is always a good
I
thing.
mean, it's just been a normal week, man. I've been cleaning up the house, just doing the dad shit, and then going to work
You got your notebook?
in my truck.
You're a fucking scumbag.
It's all right.
Yeah, it is all right, I suppose.
Yeah, this week was just like a standard week, man.
Yeah. Well,
Like, nothing I can really complain about.
I was gonna say let's reference your notes, but never mind.
It's because it was like a very uneventful week.
No, I know, dude. I just been working all fucking week, but I did write down a couple of things. The first thing, which I had already talked to you about when I came over to the house to pick up my W-2, that old man, crazy old man attacking that fucking transport driver. Oh my god, that shit was so funny. So, all right, let me paint this picture for you real quick. So I'm going to Mike's house to pick up my W-2 for the one shift that I worked at Toppers last year. I'm standing outside smoking a cigarette, and 3 houses down from Mike's, there's like a medical transport, delivery kind of service. Transport's fucking service. Oh, here's your old person. So yeah, this fucking old white man is being assisted back to his door by the driver, who happens to be a brother. Is a fucking black dude. Well, everything seems fine. Everything's hunky dory. Guy's got his fucking walker, and the black dude's got him by the shoulder as they're just making their way towards the house. Everything's cool in the gang, and then all of a sudden, this white dude just freaks the fuck out. Like, tosses his fucking walker. He's trying to, like, push this fucking black dude. And, like, the black dude obviously this isn't his first time, like, driving this guy. So he knows to just kind of take the step back and, keep his hand out and just keep putting it on his chest, but making sure he's upright. And at first I was just like, damn, dude, that's so fucking sad, man. Like, that's somebody's dad, that's somebody's grandpa. And he's just fucking completely out of it. He's completely out of it. Because, like, at first it seemed like he was scared. Like, he was terrified of what was happening. And I was just like, fuck, man. Oh, I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. Like, gee, well, maybe I would. But like, I was watching this just unfold, just like, God, this is breaking my heart. And then just out of nowhere, like, this motherfucker just totally takes a fucking 90-degree turn And he just starts using some really big words, folks, like really big, capital big, and hard R's. Like, and it was the funniest fucking thing, because then of course the black dude just like, he's literally got him by like the back of the shirt, just like, oh yo, oh yo. He's like screaming at the nurse that's in the fucking house, and she comes out and he's just like, hey man, come on, come get your boy, kind of thing. And then like this dude, this fucking old man, he literally starts throwing punches at this black dude. Like the black dude's, you know, he's dodging and weaving and everything. Like he catches him once, but it's an old man feeble punch. But like you can hear the black dude just like, God damn it! It was the funniest thing. Stop it! Stop now! Stop with that shit! It's so fucking hilarious. Like the old man actually had like fallen down. It was fucking sad, but like as soon as he started swearing, as soon as he started using the racial slurs, that's when I was like, all right, never mind. I felt pity, but like deep down, you are a racist. It doesn't matter what kind of dementia you have. That's what comes to mind. Okie-dokie, there must have been something there. But that, oh man, just listening to that fucking driver. If only you could have been there. That probably would have been really bad. It would have been a bad look for us because we both would have been like, ah! Because that shit was so, what do you, God damn it. That was so funny. Because he clapped him. He got him good. But I can just imagine it's an old man, though. So it probably didn't hurt that bad. But he connected real flush right in his fucking face. That's what he said. God damn it. Hey, yo! Oh,
that's
fuck,
so funny.
man.
That's
oh,
so funny.
man. So if your grandparents are suffering from dementia, guys, don't leave them with black people, because evidently some deep racist shit might just pop out unknowingly. And it was so funny because like the nurse, she looked over at me as I was saying, because I'm literally outside with my notebook, just like writing this down, staring at them, and she's looking at me. I can only imagine what she was thinking.
Probably like, oh, this dude's gonna report something.
That's what I was thinking. Just like, man, what this motherfucker doing over here with the notepad? You need to pick his ass up. Pick him up, man. It was so fucking funny. It was so good. I laughed pretty good at that.
Pick his ass up, man. Pick him up.
It was so funny.
Get him in the house.
You're right, dude.
It's like Ben Stiller and Happy Gilmore.
Yeah. Throw it straight down to the left there, sweetheart.
Yeah.
My fingers hurt.
Oh, your
you
back's
do that.
gonna hurt.
Your back's gonna hurt.
Pulled
'cause you
landscaping
just pulled
duty.
landscaping. Anybody else's fingers hurt? I didn't think so. Oh yeah, so that made it into the notebook. I thought that was a pretty funny story.
I mean, it's fucked up to talk about because that
It
is
really
a real
is.
thing, but
Yeah, no, for sure it is.
but
And
it was a funny instance.
it really. I was laughing more so at the black guy.
Yeah,
That's what I was. That's what I was laughing at more so. Like that's terrible.
God
like
damn it.
Oh my god, dude, it was so fucking good. It was so good. Like you could hear it. You could hear the tussle. Like they were fucking 3 houses down, but like they were so close enough that you
3
could
doors
hear.
down.
You could hear the tussle between the two of them. Like you could hear the dude's keys like rattling. And you could hear like the change in the guy's pocket, and you just hear him, no, just get away, don't stop it. And then yeah, because it was just random flailing, and you just fucking doing this, and all of a sudden, it's like, pop. God damn it! That's when he started screaming into the house, like, hey.
That's
Get a
so
chance
fucking
out here,
funny.
man. It was pretty funny. I mean, it's horrible, but yeah, I laughed. And we're laughing now, so it can't be that bad.
Laughing super hard. My face hurts so much. It's so funny.
Oh man, it's gonna be us one day.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
gonna
it's
totally
fighting.
be us.
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Murphy, it's gonna suck.
Yeah.
But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. The other thing I wrote down in my notebook here, and just in case, we should probably fill you guys in. I bought me and Mike these
Here we go.
awesome. No. Listen, man, I'm just trying to keep fucking the dippers and the milkers out there caught up with Studio DMC and the operation. All right, I'm trying to be transparent here.
Oh no, that's fair.
What, you got something to hide? Where were you last night?
It's the raw onion, dog.
Huh? What the fuck?
That's what Tim says. It's the raw
You
onion.
narc?
What?
You cop?
What? I'm not the one with the
Raw
notebook.
onion. Yeah, with notes for the fucking podcast,
Yeah.
dipshit.
You've heard me say the raw onion on here before.
You say the raw deal.
Yeah, I know. And if you listen to the episodes, you would know that I say that Tim makes fun of me for saying the raw deal. He says it's the raw onion.
He just says raw everything.
No, he doesn't. I work with Tim. I know. Go listen to the fucking episodes. Fucking hear.
I do listen to the fucking episodes.
Then you would know what I said.
Yeah, right. Anyways, so
Paranoid? You got something to hide? What are you freaking out about?
oh man, that's so funny. That's the only reason why I'm saying that is I just watched the video, which I'll put up on the Facebook page too, because it's so funny. This guy walks up to like an actual detective.
Oh yeah,
and he starts. Oh my god, he starts asking him questions as if he were a detective, like interrogating him, and it's the funniest fucking thing ever because the cop literally does not know what to do. He doesn't know what to say because the guy keeps saying everything that he is supposed to say. So he's just like, what? Who are you? what are you doing here? I'm an investigator. Can you tell? Are you drunk right now? You've been drinking today? Like, where were you last night? Where were you today? And then it's like his partner comes out. He's like, hey, is this your partner? Come here, I got a couple questions for you. Like, it's the funniest thing. Just the confused look on the cop's face. Like, who the fuck are you guys? Like, I'm the one asking questions here. That shit's funny. I'll put that up there. That's a funny
be having
video.
some balls to do that,
Dude, bold, really bold. But honestly, what's the
There's
cop
probably
gonna
a cop
do?
from another fucking precinct that showed up there. So if they try to pull some shit, he'd be like, "Give him a fucking cop too. Get the fuck out of here."
Right? Yeah. Who knows? Either way,
And beats up cops in the parking lot.
there's a dude from your mom's house. I know you haven't been listening. Like I have, which is fine. But there's a character.
You sound so upset about it. Whatever, it's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. I really don't care. But no. Like how they debuted Robert Paul Champagne and everything like that. So there's this new character on the show called Fed Smoker, right? And it's this older white guy who's clearly homeless and clearly on some sort of path. And he's fucking crazy. He's fucking crazy. But the very first video where you meet Fed Smoker, it's just him with his fucking camera on his phone. He walks up to like some jail or some shit like that, walks right up to the fence, and he's just like, hey buddy, come here. I got a couple questions for you. He's like, what's going on here? Like, what do you do here? It's like, well, I don't want to be filmed. I was like, I don't want you to get the camera on him. He's like, this is America, you stupid son of a bitch. I can do whatever the fuck I want, all right? It's for a documentary.
Is that the same guy that fucking says, "Oh, you didn't follow Proto, buddy"?
Yeah.
You're
You do
fucking
know
fired.
you do know
yeah.
Fed Smoker. You do remember him. Yeah, that's Fed Smoker. Yeah. Yeah, you're fucking done, buddy. You didn't follow Protos. How do you get a job here? Huh? How do you get a job here, fuckface? Not talking like that. Fuck, I don't know where I was going with that. Fuck. Man. Well,
What's the next point?
either way, yeah, I was about to say it looks like the edibles are kicking in. But yeah, the other little that's what we were doing. I was explaining. No.
One.
Yeah, it's okay.
I totally forgot to.
That's all right. Yeah, that's all right. That's why your face hurts.
Yeah.
Fucking goof.
God damn.
The notepads. That's what I was getting at.
Is that what those little pieces of paper were in my hot chocolate?
Has it hit you yet? Hit what? The acid. Has it hit you yet? I didn't take any of that shit. Just go, oh yeah, you did. I put a bunch of it in your beer when you weren't looking. Wait a minute. Is that what all that paper shit was? I drank all that shit, dude.
That's even more fucked up that he just drinks it.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. I gotta poop. Charlie, I gotta poop. I don't care. Go poop. Go away. Oh shit.
Episode's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Oh shit.
What is that like? That's in the first season or second season?
I think that was the.
This is when the
second season
gang tries out for the Eagles.
For the Eagles, yeah. Such a great episode.
I really want to start watching it again.
I know. I was just talking about it today. Me and Emily went to Conejitos for dinner, and there was like a college basketball game on, and like one of the college basketball players had like 70 short shorts on, which was just like, that's a class act right there. That's a sporty gentleman. But yeah, it made me think of that episode when they try to do the home makeover, and Dennis has got those fucking jean shorts on.
The construction out.
Starts doing the splits. Like it's pretty low. It's just like, that's whoa, guy, you better take it easy there. Max Haney's just like, hey, I got more. I got more.
He's just like still spreading out his splits.
Yeah. God damn it. That's so fucking good. All right, yeah, we're getting sidetracked. The notebooks. I bought me and Mike little pocket notebooks so that whenever something happens, be it big or small, we can write it down, save it for the podcast. I obviously am prepared. I have my notebook with notes. Mike's notebook, probably very barren, probably empty. Also in his truck right now. So
my brain is my notebook.
Clearly we can see the priority. Anywho. Dude, we got to get the fucking video set up. We got to get the video set up with the audio, man. I'm telling you, if only people can see it for all the listeners, because obviously we don't have a video. Every single time I do something like that, you guys, you miss the look, the glare, the stare into the distance.
Expression.
Yep, and it's always the same thing. Like, yeah, okay, all right, fuck me. It's funny. But yeah, no, I wrote down, like I said, the old crazy man attacking transport driver, and I even wrote in stars 2 black people, LOL. I swear to Christ, I did. I didn't want to forget. And then crazy tornado vids.
Oh, dude, we should go storm chasing this year.
I know, man.
We can actually take the Jeep.
Yeah.
I'll have the 4-wheel drive fixed by then.
Yeah, fix the fucking windshield.
Yeah, everything's gonna be fixed by the time we go.
Yeah. Okay. No, I came across a video, which I will queue up right now. I will show you, Mike. I want you to watch the first. We'll just say the first like 5 minutes. First right. 5 minutes. Well, not 5 minutes. That's way too long. The first like minute. And I want to see if you can pick up on the reoccurring trend.
Is the sound going to be on or off?
The sound's going to be off, guys. I will post the video. Whoops. Oh, shit. I'll post the video on the Facebook page so you guys can watch along with us. I'm going to make sure this is the right video. Yeah, this is the right video.
Dude, when we go into the studio, we should actually do live. And just, like, film it right to Facebook.
Oh, like do Facebook Live videos? Mm-hmm. Yeah, but then you got to worry about Facebook trying to monetize it and make money off of it.
Yeah, well, then we can fucking make money.
Yeah, the small amount, a minuscule amount compared to Facebook. We'll figure it out. But go ahead, keep your eyes on that for a little bit while he's doing that. I did want to say, obviously, we're recording this on Thursday. The band has a show tomorrow at X-Ray Arcade in Cudahy. I should have said this in the last recording because by the time you guys listen to this, we'll have already played the show, which hopefully we have fun. We had fun in Green Bay at SV2. Tyler Herning, you are the man. Always fun to come up there and fucking blow that place up. We did actually pretty well with the merch. We sold a bunch of merch. This last show. Who was it? CERN, Apocalyptian, holy shit. Those guys are so fucking badass. It's so unique, man. It's a 2-piece band. Guitar player and a drummer. And then there's a dude in the background painting, doing live painting. And the painting that he did was fucking dope, man. And I feel stupid because I didn't ask him if they sell those shits, because like I straight up would have bought that last third. It was super cool. It looked super dope. Who else was there? Apocalyptian, CERN, Torture Whore, and fuck, that last band's fucking slipping me right now. If you're listening, I'm sorry I forgot your band name. But either way, it was a good time. It was a fun night. But either way, X-Ray Arcade, Cudahy. That's going to be even more fun. War Pigs. Derek is sponsoring that show, so that'll be fun. Yeah. So now, let me ask you, Mike. You've been watching that for probably a solid 30, 60 seconds now. What would you say is the one reoccurring thing aside from the tornadoes? What would you say is the reoccurring thing there? What do you see?
Well,
The
that
big
this
no-no.
camera is
The-
fucking.
The big no that you're supposed to, like, what's the first thing they say you should do in the event of a tornado, aside from, like, go to a basement? What do they say you should never do if you're inside of a building during a tornado?
Beat by windows.
Yeah, bingo was his fucking name-o. Like, dude, I watched the first, like, 2 minutes of that, and it's just like, it went from, like, a Home Depot to, like, a bank to, like, a school, and, like, everybody's on their fucking on their smartphones right next to the windows. Like, guys, get away from the fucking windows.
That is crazy, though. I mean, I've never experienced it. So, like, to be in a tornado, where it's like, I could die right now.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm watching this one where they're, like, in a field under a big tent.
Yeah.
For, like, a party or
Yeah,
some
dude.
shit.
Yeah,
And I
man.
saw this chair just come
You're
flying
fucking whipping
across.
by.
It's like, damn.
That's you. That's
Yeah, and
actually.
now here, yeah, this is the bank. The second video was, it looked like the person was, like, just standing right outside underneath, like, an awning.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking, like, maybe at a hotel or something, where you drive up and they have, like, that little overhead.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I figured. That, oh, yeah, that window just fucking came straight in on them dudes.
And
Yup,
it's so funny.
see?
If you could hear it, it's so funny because they're like laughing about it before the window snaps. They're laughing and like joking around.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it's like, psh, ah!
Oh, yeah, dude,
And
this is a
everybody starts
car
fucking
dealership, so it's
yeah,
nothing
yeah,
but
yeah,
glass.
yeah. So yeah, let's stand in the middle of the fucking showroom while this tornado's whipping by.
See, I think it was like Bergstrom or something at night. So, like, I know they have, like, offices, like, out or on the inside, dude. I'd be running into those offices. 'Cause
Yeah, the
like,
interior,
yeah,
the
there's like
interior
no
of the
windows,
building.
nothing.
But if you're really fucking smart, if you got the time, I'd run to the mechanics bay, and oh no, they all have lifts nowadays. It's not the old pits.
Yeah, you know how much
Back in the
shit's in there
day.
that's loose, that's not
The
tied
tools
down.
and everything. Yeah, duh,
You'd be
Garrett.
fucking
Yeah, that's a bad
killed.
idea. Yeah, immediately. That's actually, ironically enough, that's what usually kills. That's what usually kills people the most during tornadoes is being hit by debris, being ripped apart, because essentially it just becomes shrapnel.
Yeah.
It becomes shrapnel and just
Oh, yeah.
completely devastates. So yeah, I wanted to talk about tornadoes a little bit, just because like when growing up, like I for the longest time thought that I was gonna be a fucking meteorologist. I remember begging my dad to buy me like every fucking Weather Channel video, VHS they had on tornadoes, and you best believe I got them shits. And yeah, I was very convinced that I was gonna be a weatherman when I grew up, which that's a bad gig, because like everybody always talks shit about you. First off, like, that motherfucker's never right. Like, bitch, it's the weather. It's unpredictable. All right.
Yep.
Like, we do our best. We can not format, but we can project
Forecast.
There you go. Forecast
Foreskin.
as best we can. As best we can. But, it's still, it's what it is. Like, we have a good idea.
Yeah.
But, is it going to be exact to the degree? No, man. So quit fucking get off my dick, all right? But yeah, I was just always enthralled with tornadoes. So I thought that it would be kind of fun to talk about tornadoes. Who doesn't like learning new stuff, huh? Do you know what a tornado really is, Mike?
It's a combination of hot and cold fronts meeting, and the combination is causing like a swirl of the wind because of the weight of the wind, and it ultimately starts creating the storm suction, and it all comes together, creates the rain, and the winds just get even more powerful because it's just now becoming a vacuum. And
It's pretty close.
yeah,
Pretty close. The direct answer is water vapor. That's the crazy thing.
I mean that's literally what I said, just in the long answer.
In layman's terms,
Yeah.
a tornado essentially, guys, is water vapor. And that's what's so crazy to think, that you see that just devastation a tornado can bring to any city that it just may go through.
I mean,
to
think
think
about
that
how
it's
powerful
just
water
fucking-
is as an element
No,
itself.
that's what I'm saying. That's God. You beat me by a fucking second. A lot of people don't really think about it that way. They think, oh, a big body of water. Okay, the ocean's a lake. That's okay. That's water. That's the big element, big powerful element. No, like there's water everywhere. Like it's in our air. We're breathing it. Like,
We are water.
Exactly. So yeah, it's that's a very good, unique way of looking at a tornado. Is it's water vapor, and if you think about some of the shit that an ocean can do, like
Think about
when it's
streams.
dropping out of the fucking sky, that's scary. That's scary business right there.
Yeah.
Excuse me. But by definition, a tornado is a rapidly rotating column of air that is in contact with both the surface of the earth and Jesus, Murphy. Excuse me. When it's with both the surface of the earth and column in what? I'm trying to find my flow right now, and you're fucking me up, dude.
I didn't do anything. Man.
Yeah, all right. Again, a tornado is a rapidly rotating column of air that is in contact with both the surface of the earth and a cumulonimbus cloud, or in rare cases, the base of a cumulus cloud. How a tornado forms, essentially, the wind coming into the storm starts to swirl and forms a funnel. Now, the funnel, it starts horizontally. It doesn't start vertically. The air in the funnel spins faster and faster and creates a very low pressure area, which sucks more air into the storm. Okay, and possibly fucking objects and like debris and shit. Severe thunderstorms, which produce tornadoes, form where cold, dry polar air meets warm, moist tropical air. So all the air from the Gulf meets all the cold Arctic air from Canada and the north, and it'll just start to barrel roll on itself, and then eventually it'll start to turn 90 degrees and it'll come down, and that's when you have a tornado. What causes tornadoes? Do you know?
Thought it was like the combination of the, like you just said, the hot and the cold winds just forcing each other way through one another, and it causes the sideways swirl.
Yeah, pretty much. Tornadoes form in unusually violent thunderstorms called supercells when there is sufficient instability in the air and wind shear present in the lower atmosphere. Okay, so essentially what that means is the air, the jet streams, like way up in the clouds, they have to be kind of erratic and, again, unstable. And then the wind shear is what God damn it, let me just do this. I feel fucking stupid now because I don't have the right definition up here.
That won't be meteorologist, dude.
Wind shear. It's a variation in wind velocity occurring along a direction at right angles to the wind's direction and tending to exert a turning force. So again, that's what kind of creates the spiral motion. Instability refers to unusually warm and humid conditions in the lower atmosphere. Okay, I was wrong again. And possibly cooler than usual conditions in the upper atmosphere. Now, obviously, we all know tornadoes are fucking devastating. They can be absolutely devastating. The
It's
damage
coming up soon.
tornado season, yeah. The damage from tornadoes comes from the strong winds they contain. It is generally believed that tornadic wind speeds can be as high as 300 miles an hour in the most violent tornadoes. The biggest threat to living creatures from tornadoes is from flying debris and from being tossed about in the wind. Yeah, dude, that would be the worst. The worst way. Like, oh my God. You're like, just imagine clinging like you're fucking doing the twister and you got the belt under the fucking pipe, even though you'd fucking get ripped right out of that thing. There's no fucking way that would actually ever work. Anywho, I love that movie, Helen Hunt. Back in the day, man, she was fucking, what's up? But yeah, dude, just like you're grabbing onto something, just like hanging on for life, for your life. and you know your hand is slipping, and you can feel it's just like the wind's getting stronger, and you can feel little fucking things like all the pebbles and everything just ripping at your fucking body, and then all of a sudden it's just like it breaks, and then you just get pulled into it, and just you just fucking splat.
Yeah, or imagine. So you've seen Alien vs Predator, right?
Yeah.
So you know the scene where they're running in the hallway, and the Predator has out like his shrieking, and he fucking whips it, and it catches a chick in the side, and it just impales her into the wall.
Now, yeah.
So imagine just running, and all of a sudden you just catch something like that.
Oh.
You think you're gonna be okay? You know, like
Not walking that off.
no, fucking you just get torn in half by somebody.
Oh,
Another.
man.
What if you just got torn in half by a person? A person comes flying at you and just like rips you right in half.
Jesus Christ. Mike, why?
Sorry.
I guess we are dipping milk and cookies.
Throws me right at you, just we explode.
Oh man,
That
would
was
suck, dude. That'd be the worst, bro. That'd be the
yeah, but we'd
worst.
go out together.
Right.
Like Thelma and Louise.
Right. Just keep on going, Mike. So yeah, I gathered some interesting facts about some tornadoes. 1925, the Tri-State tornado is considered the deadliest tornado in United States history. On March 18th, 1925, a tornado began its path of destruction in southeastern Missouri, through the south of Illinois and Indiana. Okay, it covered 219 miles in 3 hours. A tornado on the ground for 3 hours, spanning 3 states. What in the fuck? Like, dude. And they say global warming is for real now. Like, man, I wonder what the fucking shit was like back in the day. You got tornadoes lasting 3 hours? 3 hours. Like, on average, tornadoes last like anywhere between like 10 to 15 minutes. Like, and that's on
Here we
that's
go
average.
again.
You're right.
Again.
Who left the window open? Oh man. But yeah, the Tri-State tornado, it killed nearly 700 people, and is considered the longest lasting tornado on record. Which, again, I remember hearing about the Tri-State tornado in one of the old Weather Channel documentaries I got. Crazy shit. That's fucking wild. 219 miles. That's crazy. The widest recorded tornado struck on May 31st, 2013. Wasn't that long ago. The EF5 El Reno, Oklahoma tornado that reached a width at its peak. You want to take a guess?
17.3 miles.
No, that's pretty big.
That's what she said.
No, it was only 2.5 miles. 2.5 miles.
What's that?
That's still fucking massive, bro.
That's like from here to
From
my
like
house.
just about, bro. Like, oh no, maybe like halfway.
Let's see.
I'd say like halfway, solid halfway between our houses, for sure. But and even still, that alone is fucking
It's 3.2 miles
from here to there.
from here to my
So it's
house.
2/3 of the way to your house. Holy hell!
It'd be like going from, well, I mean, giving it away, but like here to 84th.
Fuck that.
40.
That's fucking wild.
That's crazy, dog.
Dude, that's fucking nuts. That's nuts. Like, literally, you have half of the fucking
How big
city.
was the one that went 219 miles?
It doesn't say. It didn't say. That was just the longest and the deadliest that killed the most people.
So it could have been like an F2 or F3 or something like that.
Yeah,
but it was just the
they're just
duration and the way
light.
it was
Exactly.
just going. Okay.
Exactly. Let's see here. The EF5 El Reno, Oklahoma tornado reached a width of about 2.5 miles at its peak. The National Weather Service reported that it broke the previous record held by a 2.5-mile wide F4 tornado that struck Holland, Nebraska in May 2004. That's a big distinguishing factor too. The last one, they're both roughly the same size. Like it says, though it beat it by 0.1 miles. But the fact that the El Reno tornado was an F5 and the other one was an F4. F4 still gonna relocate your house fucking proper.
Oh yeah.
But an F5, like, it's the finger of God.
It's the eraser of God.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, dude, I was looking at pictures of the damage paths from that El Reno tornado, and it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Like just to be caught in the middle of it. Like it's almost. I almost feel like you. Well, no, you wouldn't. You'd die. You would die. Well, maybe not necessarily, because I mean, a tornado is essentially a huge vacuum cleaner.
Mm-hmm.
If you think about it. So it's like, that was the one thing when I saw Twister, when I first saw that movie, I was like, this is the shit. This is the best movie ever. I want to do that. That's what I want to do. And then like I started to learn a little bit more about the shit, and it was just like, this is the most disgraceful shit I've ever seen. Like, I'm pretty sure every real storm chaser wants to kick the shit out of Jean de Bont. Who the fuck do you think you are, making us look this stupid? Like, you're gonna be inside of a fucking tornado, in the funnel. No, your body's gonna collapse on itself essentially, because you're gonna lose all of it's sucking all the oxygen out of the space, dude. So you're gonna literally like just implode you like a little prune, like a little fucking raisin. At least that's what I think. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know.
Yeah. Either way, that's fucking stupid. The worst tornado outbreak on record. The worst tornado outbreak on record happened on April 27th, 2011. In the midst of a severe tornado outbreak across the Deep South from April 25th through the 28th of 2011, a reported 207 tornadoes touched down on April 27th alone. One day, over 200 tornadoes.
Yeah. Need to erase lots of mistakes.
Right. I'm just going to sweep all this back under the rug. In the Deep South. That's what it says. So funny. It says the Deep South.
That's fucked.
Yeah, you get a bunch of these retards out here. They just keep fucking each other and stuff.
Yep.
Making things weird. If you're from the South, I'm not sorry. It's the fourth worst outbreak as far as deaths caused by a tornado in a single day. The tornadoes on April 27th swept through states including Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, Georgia, and Virginia, killing 319 people and injuring 2,800 others. 4 of the more than 200 tornadoes that wreaked havoc on that day were rated as powerful EF5s on the enhanced Fujita scale.
Vegeta?
Fujita.
Like Dragon Ball Z Vegeta?
Oh, no. That's Vegeta. This is F. F. V is
The
Dragon Ball. Yeah, fuck off. So,
lighten up,
tornadoes.
Francis.
You on your fucking period or something? This guy cranberry juice. Tornadoes can last from mere minutes to several hours, obviously, as demonstrated in that tri-county or tri-state tornado. A tornado's duration can be anywhere between a brief few moments to hours, although the average twister remains on the ground for about 5 minutes. Now, this is according to the National Service Storms Laboratory, NOAA's National Severe Storms Laboratory. There it is. Tornadoes have touched down on every continent except Antarctica, which makes total sense.
For now.
Yeah. Although tornadoes aren't limited to any specific part of the world, there's no record thus far of tornadoes happening on Earth's southernmost continent. A tornado occurrence in Antarctica isn't impossible, however. According to NOAA's National Centers for Environmental Information, for tornadoes to form, there needs to be a moist, warm climate that really cannot happen in Antarctica. Considering what the sun angle is down there and how cold it is, obviously it makes it pretty fucking difficult for it to become
So there's been tornadoes in the Arctic?
warm and moist.
By the
Not in
North
Antarctica. Yeah, that, yeah. Yeah,
Interesting.
it's
I wonder
weird,
what that fucking looks like.
right?
Snow and polar bears and penguins just getting all thrown around.
Right.
Actually, no. There's no penguins at the North Pole.
True.
At the Arctic. They actually live in the Antarctic.
True. Powerful tornadoes do occur in the northeastern United
I learned
States.
that at the zoo.
Nice. See, it's good. You gotta learn something, man. It's a nice little fun fact. I didn't know that. Now, guess what?
Mm-hmm.
Guess what, friend? Now I do know that.
Well, if we go to the zoo, dude, just get in my truck, man. We got the pass.
Right.
But
Right.
anyways, sorry.
While tornadoes are not as common in the northeastern U.S. as in the central and southeastern states, the Northeast isn't completely off the hook when it comes to experiencing strong tornadoes, according to Dr. Brian Tang, assistant professor at the university at Albany State University of New York. For example, an F5 tornado hit western Pennsylvania in 1985. On May 31st of that year, a violent tornado outbreak occurred in parts of Pennsylvania, Ohio, New York, and Ontario, Canada. 43 tornadoes touched down that Friday, inflicting more than $550 million in damage. God damn, dude, that is fucking wild. It's just nuts that like so much devastating damage can happen in the matter of minutes.
Well, yeah, and then think about how many. Well, okay, that one day that there's like 217 that touched down.
Yeah.
Now, not saying all of them are going to be $550 million worth of damage, but you can just imagine 217 tornadoes throughout all those areas, all the damage. It was well over a few $1 billion.
I would imagine. Severe tornadoes in the U.S. can occur in both Tornado and Dixie Alleys. Dixie Alley, I've never heard of that. I've heard, everybody's heard of Tornado Alley. While most people are familiar with Tornado Alley, the wide stretch of tornado-prone areas in states including Texas and Oklahoma, Dixie Alley is also known for deadly tornadoes across the southeast. So again, Louisiana, Mississippi, Georgia, Alabama,
Yeah, the Dixie
North
line.
Carolina. Those are some of the states that lie within this active tornado zone. So yeah, the Dixie line, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
It's been a particularly bad area for tornadoes, for twisters, Annie Ann.
Yeah, I suppose so. Think about
over
that
the last
location.
10 years. Yeah. That famous outbreak, the April 2011 outbreak, that occurred along the Dixie Alley line. Spring is the peak season for tornadoes. That's not a unknown fact. Tornado activity has a history of occurring mostly during the spring months. Beginning in March, tornadoes typically experience a peak occurrence between May and June. Historically, May is the most active month for tornado occurrences, with an average of 276 tornadoes occurring annually in the U.S. Most tornado activity occurs in the afternoon and evening. Tornadoes can occur at any time, but they're most likely to happen between 4 and 9 p.m., which is weird. That is weird.
I think it's because of the pressure change when the sun.
I suppose so, yeah.
The sun and the moon start moving around.
Yep. I suppose so. That's scary, though. That's scary fucking business, man, when you got a really, really, really hardcore storm coming at you in the middle of the night. That shit's scary, dude.
Yeah, 'cause
When me and
you
Anthony,
can't see it.
yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Me and Anthony, when we lived in Illinois, there was a tornado, there was an F4. I mean, it was like 20 miles away from us, 25, but like it was in the middle of the night. We had just got done working. We were at the fucking house just burning, playing fucking Tiger Woods or whatever the hell we were doing. And then it was just like, and then it was like, oh shit, there's a tornado on the ground. And it's a big one too. And it's like right over there. So like we should probably go outside and just make sure we keep an eye on shit. And I took probably one of the coolest fucking pictures of that kid. To this day, I wonder if I still have that picture. It's like I was waiting for it. I was just filming him because I could just see like the silhouette of like the side of his face and his beard. And then I was just waiting because there was lightning in the background. And then once I caught it, I just screenshot the lightning flash.
Mm-hmm.
It was like you could just see the silhouette of him with the lightning bolt, lightning in the back. It was a cool picture.
You sound so.
That's what he said. The southeast sometimes tends to get more tornadoes at night, which is particularly dangerous. Again, obviously, as Captain Obvious pointed out, you can't see them bitches. The U.S. experiences the highest number of tornado occurrences on Earth, with an average.
Which is weird too. Like,
Why do you say that?
Well, because the U.S. it's in the center, I suppose, of the hemisphere. So why is it not like that over like in India or something? Why don't they get tornadoes and stuff? Because we're all in that same.
I think elevation has a lot to do with it. I kind of think some of those cities.
But like New Orleans is below sea level.
When was the last time you saw a tornado in Louisiana, New Orleans?
The Dixie Line. That's all you said. That like Louisiana's part of that.
No.
Louisiana, Alabama, Georgia.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like, again, elevation, I feel like does have something to do with it. Because I mean, that's what they always told you back in the day. Like, if a tornado's coming, you have nowhere to cover. What are you supposed to do? Like, get into a ditch because like you can't do that. It's just a straight shot across.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like in India, there's fucking mountain ranges everywhere. And the climate's different. It is different part. It's a different part of the hemisphere. So like,
But they got those mountains that go right down there too. What is it? The Appalachian Mountains?
I think so.
Yeah, that shit goes all the way through like Pennsylvania and all them.
Yeah, I don't know. That is a good question.
I think it has a lot more to do with the cold winds that. But see, like it could be the same over in by like India, or even like in China, because Russia has really cold winds, and then they have that tropical air that'll come up. So it has to probably do a lot more with the actual like Gulf jet stream.
That's what I'm saying. It's just a perfect storm.
Well, that jet stream just brings in all that warm water, and then if it's cool up there from the our winter air. Like, yeah, I could see, I mean, but just like, you would think it'd be the same thing on the other side of the world, too, because they have almost the same thing. It's got to be wind patterns or something.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's just like a perfect storm, essentially, and it's right over the heart of America. America. Fuck yeah. With an average, I'm almost done here. With an average of more than 1,200 tornadoes annually, the U.S. leads with the most tornado activity in any country, according to NOAA's National Centers for Environmental Information. Commonly in the spring and summer, including the winter occasionally, we get the winds that come off the Gulf of Mexico that provide ample moisture across much of the country. Ample moisture moving across the U.S., along with weather patterns causing winds to change, help provide the right ingredients for tornado occurrences. So again, yeah, from what it sounds like, we're just in that perfect spot. We're right in the pocket, man. So, yeah. Spring's a peak season. Yeah, we got that. Yeah, that's pretty much it, man. It's interesting stuff. It really is. Like, again, tornadoes, hurricanes, earthquakes, tsunamis. Yeah. Like, Mother Nature is no fucking punk. I'll tell you that much.
No, right, she's got to reset sometimes.
Yeah, fucking rinse and repeat, or maybe not repeat.
Try again.
Yeah, right.
Figure it out.
Go back to the drawing board. Yeah, but that's all I got. Let's wrap this up. We're already almost at an hour, and it's now midnight. And I've got Orange Theory in the morning. God damn. Twice a week now.
Nah.
When are you gonna fucking do something with yourself?
I've been trying cut back on soda.
Good. That's awesome, dude.
Trying to eat more often, I guess, to keep my metabolism up, because I know it's slowed down, so that's why I'm like gaining weight, and then I eat at night. So if I eat more during the day, I'll stay full through the night, I guess. I did buy the vitamins, and I've been looking at other stuff online, like fat burners and stuff, to help like keep them, because I really don't have extra time to go to the gym. So like I figure with like doing all the stuff around the house, taking care of the kids and stuff, and then going to work, like having long days, I should be able to like, per se put in my steps and lose some weight. I mean,
how do you feel cutting back the soda? Do you feel anything? Do you feel any changes?
Nah, not really. I mean, it just, for me, it's more of the satisfaction of drinking the soda. Like, I don't know, lately if I tie one on and then I wake up in the morning, if I drink like some soda, I just feel much better. Opposed if I just like chug some water. But that's another thing too, is come back on the drinking because that's just like bad calories.
They're
and
empty
all that
calories.
shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's things I have to do, and with it starting to get warmer, we'll take the dogs for walks a lot more often and things like that, and being more active.
I was gonna say, man,
Sweat more.
the West Dallas Quad is right up the street from your fucking place. They have a gym there. I could totally get us in there.
Oh, I thought that was just for the Sussex one.
That quad card is good at any quad.
Oh, that's tight.
Yeah.
Cool.
So just food for thought.
Yeah.
And you will, believe me, buddy, you will start to notice, especially if you just stop drinking soda.
Yeah.
You will notice a difference.
Well, it doesn't really help though because I still get like the maximum sized like fountain drinks.
Yeah.
But I'll get the like Lipton raspberry tea, which I'm sure has just as much sugar, but it's less calories.
Yeah.
So like that's how I've been starting.
Yeah, it's a start, man.
But yeah, I figure somewhere around the 10, 15 pounds I could probably lose, maybe 20.
Yeah.
30 or whatever. I don't know. I'm not that fat. I got the nice dad bod.
Yeah, I suppose so.
That's what chicks like, dude.
Yeah, I guess. All right. Yeah, let's wrap this up. dippingmilkandcookies@gmail.com. Send us any content, concerns, comments, rude remarks, anything of the sort. We would love to hear from you guys. Make sure you swing by facebook.com/dippingmilkandcookies. Give us a like and share. Helps the cause.
Help me help you.
Guys, if you wouldn't mind, just do us a solid and rate and review the episodes on Podbean and on Spotify. It really helps us out. It adds to our analytics and to our statistics so that when we go to potential sponsors, it makes us look a lot better. So please rate and review the episodes. It would mean a whole lot to the both of us. Announcements real quick. Next week, our next episode, our next guest, we're going to be rounding out the band interviews. We're going to have Chris Olkey, our drummer from Reflection of Flesh, in studio.
Yoki.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, dad jokes. Sorry.
Yeah.
His dad fucking walked in. But yeah, Chris, we'll have Chris on next week, so that'll be fun. He's been asking about it. We were gonna do it tonight, but I wanted to be a little bit better prepared for it. So
yeah, because Mike didn't have his notebook.
Yeah, see, I don't even have to say it anymore. It's nice.
Right.
But yeah. Everybody be good. Thanks for listening. We'll catch you freak bitches on motherfucking flip side.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm sorry, Mike. You were gonna say something, buddy.
No, it's fine. Show's over, so I guess I'll just
all right, cool. See you guys next week.
I'll write it down in my fucking stupid little notebook.
Yeah, well, don't forget it.
Don't forget.
All right, I love you, man.
Love you too, buddy.
Bye, guys.
Bye.